Okay, we are good to go. Ready to start. Hello, folks. I hope you're enjoying the stream and junk. We're about to start a round robin of Twinkle Sprites. I'm a little under the weather. I call it sore throat from who knows where in the hell that happened. I have no clue. They never tell me about these things. Ooh. I don't know. Probably not as lively as usual. We'll see. You know, I'm a little energy. Maybe that's me do a little bit more deadpan comedy or whatever. Let's see here. Oh, I guess I should go here. I can put the stream thing in the chat, right? Yo, Shri, welcome. Water critter is here. I guess I don't know if you'd like be a critter, I suppose. Cause I'm a little one, I'm a little sick. Two, my microphone kind of doesn't work. So like I'm using basically like a USB microphone. Yeah, no, I'm using like USB camera rather as like my microphone. So that's also kind of like I'm kind of taking it from all angles here. Okay, then so let's see here. So the first matches to be played is Kirtan versus Carl, and then Zero Crit versus. Stop! Leave me the hell alone. And Zero Crit versus Range. Okie doke. Yeah, Hot Dog Night showing up late, fashionably as usual. Oh, no, that's not right. That's not right. I normally try to like, hey, you know, maybe this is your lucky day. Maybe Hot Dog Night is sick too. Anyway, I'll probably just stream whoever's like the first to actually like plug in to match or whatever. That's probably what I do. Until then, remember, folks, to work on the wiki. We need strong, strapping young men, women, non, beasts and critters of various types of locations on the gender spectrum. We need all of them to work on this wiki. Oh, well, look at that. That's the first one to go, I guess. So I guess that's the one we're streaming. Alright, let me... Oh, actually, let me do this one. There we go. Oh, and I forgot, I don't have to do like, or here, let me change this to this, because it's not casual, it's round robin. Alright, so, got Coco rocking again, and Pete the Weber playing our girl Sprites. Let's see, now, Pete did sort of ask in Discord about, like, some tips for playing neutral in this game better. Let's see if Zill's, like, explanation... Ooh, that was a good dodge by Shuri there. Oh! Okay, well, I kind of jinxed it, I guess, but good dodge nonetheless. Okay, Shuri played some pretty good neutral there, too. Love to see it. Ah, dang it, they're a little too far at the bottom. Good dodge, good clear here. They kind of can't get everything, but that's alright. You kind of just gotta know. You can't win them all, or you can't clear everything, you know. Especially if you're like a character of like a certain speed, it's like, well, that's just not gonna happen for you. Oh, this is kind of a little not the right size, actually. This is a little, yeah, because you can't see everything. Let me see here. Or we can't see everything important, I just realized. So let me... I forgot what the actual sort of size is supposed to be. It's not this. It's like I think it's 1280 by 720. I don't know what the actual size is supposed to be. It's not supposed to be this. But I'll just sort of do this here, and that'll sort of help us out a little bit. That'll make things readable. Ooh, this is a nice dodge. Dodge from Sweet. Oh, and they're about to get... Ooh, yeah, they're about to get so much good damage. Ah, they were doing so good. Oh man, that was some. Oh, they were playing so well too. But sometimes it happens, you know. Sometimes you just have a little bad loss of that. It's all good. It's a round robin, so you know we all get to have a bunch of different matches and goes at it or whatever. You know, all for the best or worst, I suppose. Ooh. I'm gonna have to get a... Oh wait, I have some water here. Give me a second. Oof, unfortunate. Oh, we're just doing one round, first to one. Is the round robin really first to one? Let me check to see. My mic's on, so y'all can hear me reading or drinking water and junk. Oh no, yeah, first to one. All right. You can switch characters. All right, so we got 4 matches right now. We got a total of 7 rounds total. All right, so who's next? Oh, I guess we got range and zero clear. That should still be going on. I mean, yeah, I know Cemera usually does do first to one, but like I imagine like with this format, you could like maybe not have to do that. You know, you'd be less subject to the time crunch that like you know the sort of double elim matches put you under. Since everybody's sort of running their stuff concurrently, but you know, I don't know if I. Oops, I clicked something on accident, my bad. Oh. There. So we got a mirror here. We got level 111 range versus 0 crit. I gotta say, they're both playing pretty good Nooch here. I actually should be paying attention to how they move. Yeah, it is like a high pressure type of situation. Dang, they didn't get out that. Okay, so let's see here. Ooh, I hate getting hit from that thing. That sucks. Ooh, getting. Yeah, it's like a lot of pressure to play. You know, you don't get like a sort of one little, you know, I don't know, I guess safety match to sort of gauge it out, or you know, maybe play a little low pressure. First, you know, you gotta put it all on the table. Gotta use those bombs. Anyway, something I want to pay attention to now that I've read the text by Zell and put them on the wiki is that I do want to see kind of how these higher level players dodge under like high pressure situations, you know, like what parts of the screen are they moving to, and if they're like really, you know, sort of getting up on the screen to be able to dodge down. That's something I didn't really know quite directly. Oh, we didn't want to whatchamacallit, we didn't want to, I guess, charge for that. No, I saw you were like, you had some pretty good dodging. Like you had some pretty solid movement there. I was like, oh, these some good dodges here. Like the whole thing is like really complex. So like the only part of it I really remember off the top of my head is like, you know, it's easier to dodge backwards than it is to dodge upwards, right? And then also, I guess there's sort of you have some of the safe zones, which are the lower inside and the sort of upper outside, right? Or at least those are safe zones that are good for like, what's the word? Corralling or luring fireballs towards, so that way you can kind of get out a little easier. Zero. Okay. Next match is to be played. We got Zelcred versus Carl. I'm gonna probably stream somebody who I've not streamed yet. So let's see here. Cook versus Kirtan. Kirtan is you can take him, I'm sure. Okay, everybody I think I've seen at least once already. Are these all the matches? Okay, I guess these are all the matches. All right. I may just go ahead and just go with whoever goes first. I guess if yeah. Let's see. Yeah, let's put Shui in the spotlight once again. Oh, that's Zero Crit and Carl. That'll also be good to watch too. I'm gonna renege on that. Let's change that one because I don't want to put Coco like on the spotlight twice in a row. That feels wrong. That feels like something they would not prefer. So I'm gonna go to this one: Zero Crit versus Carl. Okay. Okay. Up. Carl did not read the document. They did not read it, but that's okay. It's also on the wiki now. I do need to add those pictures. I said I would, and I just haven't for some reason, because I don't know. I'm just like, well, I'll do it after, like, bracket. I'll do it after bracket. I also have to do some other stuff after bracket, like actually upload some of the past couple Twinkle Sprites streams I've done. And there's one more thing. I think the main thing is just, like, the uploading the pictures to that thing, and then whatchamacallit, the streams. Those are the Twinkle Sprites related things I know I have to do. I kind of need to also, like, make some other adjustments and shit, too. Okay. Okay, Carl putting up a pretty good fight here. Ooh, we got a hit. Let's go. That's on Zero Crit? Oof, yeah. Well, they're under a lot of fire. Let's see if they can... Okay, we get the fever. So we're both at fever. See, now this is actually a pretty big issue that Carl really gave up a lot of potential offense just to throw out their super or their EX, and they shouldn't have done that. They should have tried to shoot as many of those regular little fireballs as they could, because that would have been much better for them, I think. Alright, so... Oh. Where is the Notester? Well, Note's probably... Let me double check and make sure they didn't, like... What's the word? Say anything. Because Note streamed earlier today, I want to say. That little gamer cat, streamed earlier today. Note's probably out touching grass, I assume. Okay, that's round one. Round one, Mui Ting taking the first round. What is going to happen on the second? on the second. Let's see. Okay. More things is kind of going ahead with it. Okay. We're then kind of throwing out some EXs to maybe throw off range. I don't think that's going to be really effective against this player. Okay, now I see how that's working. I see now. So you can like sort of, when there's some downtime, you can kind of move up a little bit to give yourself time to go back down. So this is actually very helpful because I was making a video on like why you shouldn't stay at the bottom of the screen. And like mainly the main reasons I thought it was is that, you know, you're kind of not using all your space properly for dodging. You know, you kind of need you need to dodge more than just one dimension. But, you know, sort of saying about how things are easier to dodge if you're moving down is good because it's like, well, if you're already down at the bottom of the screen, you have no more space to go down from. So that would be an extra thing to add to the video on the if-when that I continue working on it. I'll probably start working on it again once once this sort of semester ends, and like I'll try to maybe see if I can do it before I go back to school for the summer. Ooh, this is really getting heated though. Yeah, okay, Ed. Yeah, Moiting putting a lot of pressure on Orange right now. Like Orange's movement is also sort of kind of okay. There we go. They're kind of at the bottom of the screen, but it's. Let me just make sure. I feel like okay, good. I had to double check and make sure I was still like actually audible. Because let me just put on OBS. Yeah, that is something, and I think Zill's made mention of that sort of bad habit Range has, is that Range will just sort of like shoot recklessly with not that much consideration for like playing neutral. Like Range knows how to play neutral, but like in sort of high, in sort of like really super active situations, like say you have fever or something like that, Range will just sort of like, you know, let stuff fly without that much consideration neutral. Uh-oh, what happened? Do we have a disconnect or something? Ah, dang it. I don't know what's going on. Alright, yeah, I mean, it's definitely possible. Oh, it did crash. Okay. I forget. Who was it? Was it 1-1? Yeah, it's cool. Go ahead, Range. The people want content. the people desire content. Plus, it kind of gives us some time to wait for a note to maybe say what's going on. Notes there. Famous gamer cat who is not playing to the Sprites right now because they're probably touching grass or I don't know, getting a better score at like fucking Blade Rush. Maybe they're finally cracking open that copy of Devil Blade Reboot I sent them. Anyway, let's see here. So yeah. Oh no, it happened again. I guess the connection just sucks. That's weird. Do you have run ahead on or something? Do I have run ahead on? No, I don't. I always keep that off normally. Anyway. Damn, that does suck though, this is happening. It probably does, but I mean, it's usually like, you play it all the time, so this really shouldn't be happening. I don't know what's going on. Oh. Try turning it off. Try turning run ahead off. Okay. Alright, well, I guess we'll delay it. Yeah, I guess that's a good thing about round robin. You can't sort of delay rounds and junk like that. I keep forgetting. You can sort of do it later. I guess we're gonna sort of delay some of those matches, but Nosu's gonna have to like do a bit of a gauntlet when they get back or whatever. Alright, so by this thing, ooh, Zaro, Coco, Moiting versus Hot Dog Night, and Rain versus Carl 24-7. Let me watch. Yeah, you want to keep run ahead off in most cases. It's like run ahead is okay if both players have good computers, but like if your opponent does not have a good computer, then they're going to be forced to do run ahead, and that's going to probably make their system run worse. Yeah, that could be what's going on here. Anyway, Coco Shui's had like a one round cooldown, so let's see them go up against Zero Crate and see what they apply from the Zill document. Ooh. Yeah, she's also kind of like tapping really fast too. I don't know if that's some new tech. I forget what they play on. I think they play just like keyboard, but I don't fully remember if Shui plays keyboard or not. I don't really remember much of anyone's like control preferences, except I know. Excuse me. I'm pretty sure Ty plays pad. Zill plays keyboard. Okay. Mr. Oh, alright. Your honor or something, maybe? Wait, because no, doesn't anything have like... I think more things like a wide play, but they could also be like on the freaking power line or something. 5K doesn't really quite know the difference between power line or a wire, which is fine. They're close enough, honestly. Power line is fine if you're close enough to the router. Okay, so let's see here. Oh, okay, actually, you know, Coco actually kind of doing a pretty good job of, like, Well, they were doing a pretty good job. I hate when that happens, but they're kind of doing a pretty alright job of, like, you know, sort of avoiding shooting stuff, you know, when they didn't have fear. That was pretty. Yeah, okay, yeah. More thing is on wired, but I guess that's cool. These things happen. Now hold up. Now, Nope probably won't show up, so you'll probably you'll get that one at least. You'll get a good buy. We take those. Okay, so there we go. Yeah, 1-6 baby. 1-6 baby. We got it. What's he got? No. Yep, Knight's almost about to, I guess, get DQ'd. Okay, we got a thing. Who's who? Okay, Range has got a boss. Pretty good use of that. Carl here on the other. There we go. See? Look on the bright side. Okay, yeah, so. Well, the Range is kind of using the very low inside, and not quite the middle low inside, which I guess is not that much of a difference when you're Kim. I guess as long as you're not on like the bottom outside, you know, that's where you really don't want to be apparently. Ooh, yeah, I see how that's working now. You know, maybe you don't have the same kind of competition that like Gem Fighter in Twinkle though. You know, you don't have like the level 100. Oh wait, shoot, almost closed down OBS. You don't have like the level 111 range of Gem Fighter players at your stop. Ooh, Winston versus Hot Dog Night. Let's go. Oh, well, shoot. Did you beat them, though? Did you beat them? Ah, well, you know what? Hey. Hey, we take those. Alright, so we got... I have to look, because I don't have the... Okay, I'm waiting for Hot Dog Night. Of course, Hot Dog Night always plays Sprites. Yep, there we go. We're not paying attention to neutral. We're not playing neutral. Also, not quite heaving the boss. Kind of also went into the bottom outside, but that's okay. Kind of didn't die for it, which is like that's the real reason for the season. I think I may do like a bit of a thing with the draw setup where like I probably put the little safe zone things from Zill's like guide on the screen. You know, help sort of illustrate some of those ideas because I thought it was like a really good write-up. Was it a little rambly? Sure, but also, you know, I think it still helped us. It helped me, definitely. Yeah. Again, he said the drawings were a bit crude, but like we can always like make a better one later. Ooh, we do not want to dodge that way, but that's okay. It still kind of worked out. Oh man, Hot Dog and I had a chance to like counter all that. Okay, there we go. They're kind of taking it. Oh no, they didn't quite get it. That's all right though. They're kind of gonna get this, I think. Oh, almost got. Ooh, Woodsink almost took a hit from those spinner rabbit cats, but actually avoided it. Playing neutral there, not quite taking the hit just yet. Ooh, gosh, that one went right for him. That's crazy. Ooh, not playing neutral. Well, got a lot of EXs off of that, but not quite as much. I'd say give it a shot. You know, I mean, especially if you're like playing around with the movement tech, maybe having somebody who's slightly faster would be like, you know, a bit of an easier way to sort of test drive, you know, some new techniques. Oh, what is this? Oh, that's way too dangerous. You don't want to do all that dodging. Oh, we don't want to do this, man. Come on, bro. Let's ban. Oh, sorry. Let me close that out. Let me close out these. Oh, you know what? I can put like the freaking 5K thing. Let me see. Why is it not showing up here? This is weird. I'm trying to show the 5K thing, but that's not working for some reason. Okay, let me see what's happening now. Okay, I thought Knight versus Puritan. That'll be an interesting one. I'll probably put that one on next. Or yeah, I'll put that one on next. I'll let let's do Hot Dog Knight versus Puritan. Okay. Okay, Sprites mirrors. You got Kiritan on the left, Hot Dog Knight on the right. Kiritan maybe not playing the best neutral, but that's okay. Oh, you know what? That is actually, you know what does remind me? There's one other thing I kind of have to do that's because our Sprites related. I need to get the link to the wiki put up on the match of the day thing, or the message of the day thing. Ooh, we went up too high. Y'all gotta stop that. Man, that was a pretty good. That would have been a better use of meter if they did it when the boss was still on the screen. Oh, what? Oh, they kind of got surprised. Okay, I see it. Yeah, you don't. You gotta be careful about that. Okay. Let me not forget to upload those pictures too. I should probably do it like while I'm in between maps. Just like stealth. Type, and go on freaking Mizumi. Upload some stuff. Oh, they're both taking a couple of hits here. Hot Dog Knight has had a bit of trouble with the mirror now. Let's see what... Oh, they didn't take advantage of that like they could have. They could have easily had a boss off of that, but that's okay. They're gonna get the boss here. Oh no, that's right, they only had two. Okay, good bomb. You probably could have dodged it. You were probably already dodging it, but that's okay. Good bomb. Good bomb. Better safe than sorry. Eesh. Ouch. Really? That's funny. Oh, you know what? Okay, that's what, yeah. Alright, that's fair. Yeah. I'll probably stick with the 88 then. Okay, let's switch to Carl versus. Like, most people have the oversteering problem, but that's like normally with like going for like, I don't know. Yeah, it is easier because it's kind of like, you know, which shmups have like a slow mode. You can just sort of like hold the shot button and move slower, but you know, it's like you have slow mode on all the time because you're using the slow character. And you know, if you use like the diagonals properly, you can still kind of move faster when you need to move faster, but you know, it's a whole thing. You already know the deal. Ooh, Voiting taking a hit from Carl. Let's go. Carl's been getting some pretty good hits on some folks in these sets. Like, I've actually been pretty impressed with, like, they've actually been kind of like scratching some of the big dogs pretty well here and there. But it was like if you're like normally like a Yan player, then yeah, then maybe Tinker would be like the person you have that problem with. You know, maybe that is like your Arthur Speed type of character. Wow, all these pigs are going so fast and just missing the mark almost. Oh no, never mind. All those almost hit. Yeah. Yeah, Carl needs to move up on the screen a bit more if they want to like dodge these. I mean, it was kind of weirdly enough, Carl didn't have to do anything to dodge at first because they were moving way too fast. But now, like, they kind of returned to normal speed. It's like, no, you don't, Carl. You don't want to be at the bottom of the screen. That is not where you want to be against this in this matchup. But I mean, I'm saying that, but like they're living, they're kind of taking it. So I mean, you know, maybe they use their bomb a little unnecessarily, but hey, yeah, that'd be a good thing to try too. But also, you know, again, if you don't want to like kill the boss, you can just like leave it alone, right? Assuming it's not like in your way or whatever, or you're not about to get hit. Like I mentioned this before to like other folks, but you can just like slow. You can kind of turn the heat down by just like not shooting, right? You can kind of calm the match down a bit and give you a chance to like sort of mount your like counterattack. All right, here we go. Gonna get. Or let me not put too much pressure on this one. Let's see who else we got here. Carl versus Shui. Zero Crate versus Hot Dog Night. Oh, let's see if we really. I gotta see that one actually because I really gotta see what we practice. What I learned at boating school is. Oh, here, let me turn the thing back to here. No, here, let me change this. Here, work on a wiki. Yeah, you folks, work on a wiki. Alright, Zero Crate versus Hot Dog Night. Want to see that one. Alright. Okay, Zero Crate's kind of doing some quick kills here. Not some quick kills, some quick clears. Ah, no, you both messed that up. Shoot. How'd you mess that up? You should have had it. I also could have like left it alone, honestly. Again, that's another thing to talk about. You can just leave stuff alone if it's not gonna work out, you know? There's ways to like sort of not shoot at stuff if it's like, you know, if it's not working out for you. I also kinda had an idea to do like a video about like formations, just like not really about how to clear formations, but just sort of about some basic like mechanics and like sort of I don't know. I guess mechanics regarding formations, right? Some principles, some like sort of things you think about when you're trying to clear or go for perfects. Sometimes how you shouldn't go for perfects. Maybe think too about like neutral. Neutral might be helpful. Everybody needs to like sort of know neutral in this game. That's sort of some high level stuff. You know, it really helps us out a lot. Okay. Oh, we got the. Really? Oh man, that's something. Ah man, who knows? Maybe you're just spent then. You used up all your brain juice, whatever, playing Gym Fighter. Ooh, Hot Dog Night, not gonna get this match here. That's fine though. Or not gonna get the star, but okay, they kind of got out of it pretty well. That's cool. Pretty cool. Okay, they kind of. Yeah, I was gonna say they could kind of wait a bit, but like that was a little hard. Well, I guess you're like liquid, right? So like there's like some of that juice has to be brain juice. There has to be a neuron somewhere. There has to be a neuron somewhere in that liquid form. I'd assume. I don't know. Dang. What is it? So it's like what? They're like amoebas or whatever. They're just sort of moving by like the force of what is it, like gravity or something? I don't know quite how amoebas move and think to move. They wiggle their they wiggle their tails or something. I haven't like done biology like forever, so I don't quite remember how amoebas work. You know, um, what is it? What are the two type of bacteria? Eubacteria and acrobacteria. I forget the two types. Like, oh gosh. Good thing I didn't decide to be a doctor or something. I guess, or maybe not a good thing. I don't know. Either way, I've outlived my need for biology knowledge, so it's all good. Okay, Hot Dog Night kind of doing a thing that Rings kind of does, where they're kind of trying to go in and really turn the heat up. It is kind of not a bad strategy to get really aggressive like that. I think that's why Rings likes it, because it's kind of like, well, if you both are in like if you're both like in sort of the heater, then you can just like sort of make it a test of who's going to die first if you can like dodge better or something, right? Like it's sort of like, I guess, like that thing about how you don't want to fight a pig in mud because they like it better and you just end up dirty. It's some junk like that. I quite forget. I don't know. I'm not using the right terminology or turn to phrase. Ooh, Hot Dog Night's still kind of doing some not optimal dodging, we'll say. It is working, but it is like, okay, yeah, they're kind of dodging up into stuff instead of dodging down, right? They're kind of dodging down, and which I guess, yeah, the upper outer is not a bad place to get to. Yeah, like you want to get, but you want to get to the upper outer when you're not when you're not under pressure, right? Like you want to try to like right now would be a good chance to get to upper outer if like you think you're about to get attacked by something. Because then that gives you the most optimal sort of like, oh, I have the most space to like really. Ooh, that was pretty good use of the whatchamacallit, hitboxes. I like it. Fuck with it. Yeah, that was cool, right? I was muted. You have to you have to prioritize life. You have to prioritize life. You have to say, I want to live. I want to live. More than anything else, right? But it was a good run though. They did some pretty good stuff, even if it wasn't fully following all the the principles of Zill's advice or whatever. It was still a good run. It was still a good match. But you have to value life. You have to value life. First my throat was kind of stuffed or sore. Now my nose is kind of getting a little stuffy. That's not ideal. That's okay though. Fucking we ball. Work on the wiki. Read wiki construction in the Discord to learn more. You know, really get in there. Practice working on our wiki or whatever. Oh. Let's see. Oh, you know what? I want to see Zero Crit versus Kirtan. That's actually a pretty good one. I think it's gonna be. Okay, Zero Crit going with the Drag Hero. All right. What do we got? Okay, we're gonna hit those pretty easily. Nice. You know, I may consider making a video about that stuff that Sil mentioned with the dodge and everything, because it's pretty important, like, sort of high-level knowledge that doesn't really get mentioned very often. You know, I mean, I've had it be alluded to before, but never quite explained out like that. So that was really good, and I may have a video so other folks can sort of, you know, understand it or whatever. Anyway, let's see here. What do we got next? Okay, good, perfect. Okay, good. Bottom inside. That's not too bad. Ooh, we waited too long on that, but like, luckily, like Muay can really take advantage of that bat. Ooh. Yeah, first one is so rough. It's so rough because it's like Kiritan's not really doing like the worst job ever. You want a bomb? There we go. It's first to one. Use those bombs. Oh, that was tricky. That's why you got to be careful of dodging outside. Alright, but either way, good match. Let's see who else is playing. Oh, everybody's done now. Yeesh. Okay. Oh, shoot. I'm so sorry, Cemera. I'm so sorry. I had the wiki thing on the whole time. I was just doing it by radio. That's my apology. That's really my bad, folks. And I didn't even see that ping or nothing, which is funny. I don't know, cause like I see the chat, but like I guess I didn't see the ping from like OBS. Which I guess it happens. Yeah, first one's tough, but I feel like at least better with this type of first one, since like, you know, it's at least a round robin. At least you don't get like 2-0'd and you get to go home. You get to go 1-6 and then go home. You know, it's that's still like, yeah. And the other matches, I think Zero. Well, I think you saw Zero, or you didn't see, but Zero Crit won theirs. I want to say, I think that might have been everyone. The Kirtan versus Zero Crit versus Muay Thai, and Adana versus Range. I guess Range won theirs, Muay Thai won theirs, Zero Crit won theirs. But it is healthy, like, recognize what your, like, I guess, your mental limits are. And then, like, whoa, wait, word? Wait a second. Oh, no, okay. Oh, I was about to say. I see me. You know, that's fair. it is like sort of that mental like constitution is like a really important skill to have in this game, and it's just like it does kind of suck that like you can kind of like I don't know. It's not very good if you like kind of can are susceptible to like anxiety. Really? Oh, that's sick. That's sick as hell. That's so sick. I'm so proud of you. I'm so glad you made that happen. I know it sucks to like get KO chance and then not get the round, but like that's still so sick. Yeah, that happens. That happens to me every now and then too. Especially if I'm like in a situation where like I'm stressed or like I'm like tired, hungry, some shit like that. Yeah, no, and then it's kind of like one of those things where like also you can kind of like snowball yourself into doing where it's like maybe you kind of lose one round not doing too badly, but then like you just kind of get in your head more and more, and then like you keep losing and losing and losing even worse. That's the really shitty part. But thanks for coming help though. Oh, I'm so sorry. That really sucks. Damn. Yeah, that's tricky. I don't know. You can just kind of maybe you can phone it in. I mean, it's a little late to phone it in now, but Okay. Let's see. I guess what are the ones we have at round 7? I guess the most high level of these would be Cemera versus Moiting, but I do want to see. Okay, so we're gonna do these one at a time. All right, that's fine. That's cool. I can do that. I'm cool with that. Let me make sure it's like showing up. Why is it not? Okay, I was about to say it's not showing up, but alright, here it is. Final Roubin. Final Roubin. Okay, Kirtan not quite respecting neutral. It's gonna cost him. Especially against Kim, right? You really want to like respect neutral against Kim. At least enough that he doesn't get a boss. It's like if he throws a bunch of those fists at you, that's fine. We at least saw well enough to get that to get those EXs, but it's like also actually, you know what? Range is also kind of not respecting neutral here. But they have enough meter to kind of not worry about it. Okay, actually kind of respecting neutral, but got hit by the Zakos. Sucks, but that's okay. We're doing it. We're making it happen. Hate to see that. Ouch, oof, ouchie. Okay, let's see here. Kirtan still kind of has a chance. Ooh. But they still have a chance. They're still alive, so they have a chance. It is kind of rough, but like, ooh. So this was kind of an error of them being too low on the ground because, like, again, they kind of were dodging in the right direction. They were moving out of the outside corner, but again, they were so low. They had little else space to move to go down even further and make it easier for them to dodge those fireballs. So again, that's just kind of a thing, I guess I won't do it on one of these since it's like a tournament, but like if I do another review replay stream, I'm gonna like probably have like a small little. I probably won't even like. What I'll likely do is I will probably have like a stream edition where like I just like a picture that has like the zones marked out on both sides of the screen, and maybe give it like a little slight what's the word? Transparency. So that would be easier to sort of see those zones in real time, and then like when people are like watching reviews, they can like sort of, picture those sort of differences in the areas or whatever. Okay, good. Kiritan getting fever. I got like one hit at least, or you know, range took a hit. So, we don't need a value perfect that much. There's actually a way to perfect that in fever if like you if you're aware of it, but it's I don't know, it's a little funny. You kind of got to think outside the box to get some of these like optimally under fever. But there are like some fever only clears which are kind of interesting. I was working on putting the formations on the wiki and like how to clear them, and I should probably like also maybe put some information about if there's a funny like fever only way to clear them, because that'd be helpful I think too in some cases. You know, you're like, yeah, fever only. Yo, we have 503 Sprites in the building. 503 Sprites, a legend. They have a really cool website about Twinkle Star Sprites. It's like a lot of it's in Japanese, or all of it's in Japanese, pretty much. But you know, it's still worth a read. You can like sort of use like I don't want to promote Google Translate because it's gotten a lot worse since like the whole AI stuff, and I don't even know if the AI stuff is involved in Google Translate as much. Like machine translation is always kind of a bit of a blow up anyway, but it's also like, you know, Google Translate is okay for you to get the gist, I'll say, right? You know, it's generally fine, but I don't know. It also reminds me, freaking Right Parentheses is also making a website for Twinkle Star Sprites information that's in Japanese only. Or that's in Japanese, I suppose. Depending on what information he puts on there, we could like, you know, move that to the wiki. Right? God bless the wiki. And I'm glad we have it now. It's been a minute just sort of using the game facts guide and other stuff. Okay, so we have Moy Ting using Mackie Pentel and Zero Created with Till. Let's see what they do here. Let's see what the play is like. Okay. Zero Crit not fully respecting neutral, but that's fine. Actually, it's actually working out well. It is Moy Ting that's not really respecting neutral, but no, that's actually kind of clever. I'm just gonna just start shooting the boss back. Okay. Zero Crit on a pretty good roll. Ooh, they sent a lot of ammo over to. They're sending more ammo over to Moy Ting. That's not what you want to do. You do not want to send a lot of ammo to a Mackie player. But you are gonna get a boss. Are gonna see a boss. Boss da. Yeah. Ah man, let me not try to whatchamacallit. Let me not try to commentate in Japanese nothing, but yeah, we have a boss. This is a little tricky. Well, Zarkrit can make this happen, but like, they may need to stop shooting for a while to reset, because they're kind of in a bit of a loop where like they're sending like ammo over, and they need to like not do that. They need like either a fever or a boss to really reset things, or they could just stop shooting for a while. But it's kind of chilled out now. Okay, so it's kind of reset for them. Okay. That is scary because like Zero Crit really could have bit the dust there if those bears just decided to go up a little bit farther. Okay, Zero Crit kind of dodging up into the side, but I guess they kind of had the time to make it work. They're kind of making a comeback, though. It's actually kind of sick. Yeah, Moy Ting kind of slowly losing life. Zero Crit actually has a life lead now. Got death on the screen. This is kind of making it a bit of a disadvantaged state for Muay Ting, but I mean, they could still win this. This could still be like a 5-minute match or something, you know, but it is, yeah, that's a little tricky. You were kind of going up. You need this. Oh, that's so sick. Oh, that's so shitty. Death kept, Zero Crit was really trying to counter all those reversals, but Death was just really in the way. Oh, we hate that. I hate that. I hate that for Zero. Shit, I hate that so much. Also, I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right. Is it Zero, Jad, Zado, Exardo, Crossero? It's old Crossero Crid. Crossero Crid, the comeback kid. Not this comeback though, unfortunately. Okay, we're just gonna eat fever. We're just gonna take fever early. Zoker tried to do it a little slick, but didn't quite get it right. That's fine though. Ooh, did not. You know, I didn't see that bear either. This is kind of looking a little tricky for Zero the Crid. Okay, but they got it alive, so like they can make this happen. They can still make this happen. This is still anyone's game. They weren't even gonna wait. You could have used that. You could have used that star like coin for something cool. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm just sort of speechless. I'm just trying to watch. I should be commentating. Freaking, I don't know. They kind of been at a stalemate for a minute, or not quite at a stalemate, but there hasn't been much, like, movement in the terms of, ooh, no, wait. Now, yeah, I was going to say, Muay Ting stint a lot, but they also gave Zero, like, quite a bit of, you know, ammo to do some stuff with, so they're in trouble. Yeah, there we go. We kind of got to be careful now because we're sending those fireballs down that way. Yeah, okay. They're kind of like, okay, yeah. All right, pretty good showing. Alright. Got myself a little chloroseptic. I can speak for a little longer. How we doing, chat? I hope we're doing alright. I hope our Saturday went pretty well. You know? Hope current events aside, life is treating you okay-ish. Okay. Pretty good, pretty good. Ooh, no, when to stop. Zero Crit, that's not neutral. That's not neutral. Yeah, Muay Ting's gonna send a lot of damage for that, but not really, Zero Crit not really suffering for it, unfortunately. Another situation where, like, okay, yeah, Mackey's gonna throw a lot of bears at you, but okay, you have the wherewithal to dodge. Now, see, now this is actually a little bit of a problem because, okay, no. Oh, you didn't get a boss off of that. That's weird. I thought Zero could would have gotten the boss off of this. Because they did send enough, but I guess it wasn't quite in a chain, for one. And two was over. But, like, you know, had Zero had, like, sort of angled themselves a bit towards the center, they could have gotten the boss off of that. But, you know, they were just kind of more so thinking of defense rather than using that for attack. Which is, again, fair. Safe. Plain Till, actually, probably not the worst idea to be safe. You know, safer than not. You know, I think Till is a very good character that has, you know, a very equal capacity for both offense and defense. But her offense does take a bit more, like, knowledge or skill to really get the most out of. Anyway. Okay, okay, ooh. Okay. Ooh, but, So we got death on the screen. So it's gonna make it a bit of an interesting match here. Both players with fever. Both perfect fevers, which makes a difference slightly. But not that much of a difference. I mean, I guess it is a pretty bit of a... It's important, but it's not the end of the world. So those bosses should cancel... No, they don't cancel because they weren't quite at the same time, but... So, okay. Zero crits bosses on the screen. Gosh, yeah. Just one thing is just being forced to thug it out at the bottom, but they kind of got away with it a little bit. That was some pretty good use of movement. I should probably study that and study this later. Because some of the movement beat... Ooh, no, not good. We should have bombed. Yeah, Moiting, please bomb. You have like the second slowest character. Please bomb, friend. Okay. Okay, Moiting kind of forced to the bottom of the screen. They don't have much space to work with here. Yeah. Gosh, you know, Zerkridge is getting a lot of these bosses, and they're just forcing... They're forcing Moiting to be at the bottom when, like, he doesn't want to be. Okay, good. We got a fever. Got a fever. Ooh! That was so close. That was so close. Moiting almost lost it. Yep, Zerka is just sending these bosses back. They're just not letting... Yee! Come on, Zerka, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it. Okay, Death is pretty beefy now. Ah, man, that was so close. I wasn't really looking at Zerka's screen because, like... Moiting is was really whatchamacallit. They were really just dodging. And again, that's like the second slowest character, you know, so you can really dodge about anything if you know what you're doing. But it is a bit trickier. You kind of have to know best practices and shit like that, right? Let me get some. Alright. Alright, hopefully this next one is a little quicker. I'm kind of ready to go. My throat is a little in some pain here. Oh, let me see. Oh shoot, let me watch. Oh, that's right. I guess we can do that too. Honestly, if range is okay with it, I'm fine with y'all like playing it out too. Like, or if Moy Ting's okay with it, you can I'm okay with y'all playing it out. Oh, okay, I guess we'll do the same rules. Moy Ting saves his one. Range has to win too. Sure. Yeah, let's get this one back in action, I guess. Whenever y'all are ready. I am gonna see. Hopefully, internet and our servers are working. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it works out, right? Okay, we're going to mirror. Wasn't this match before? I forget. We can look it up, but I'm not going to. It's fine. It's whatever. Oh, you missed it by like a bit. Oh, let me make sure I have it streamed. Yeah, okay, good. It's up. It is up. Okay, good. Range gets that fever. Okay, range gonna try and take advantage here. Yeah, I don't feel Till's level 2 EX is that strong, honestly, or her level max EX, whatever one we call it. I quite forget, but yeah, her EX is not that good. I think overall, I do think the dragons probably benefit a bit better from being mixed in with other pressure. So doing more dragons at once isn't that much better than just like having one dragon mixed with the pressure and then another set of dragon mixed with the pressure. That's my thought process anyway, Like it may be better, like EX may be better if you're like, I guess you have the boss on deck, right? That might work out a little bit better, but I don't know. See, this is what I'm talking about. Rich doesn't play neutral that often, it seems like. Okay, you sent boss back. Okay, we got death on the board. Alright, if Moy Ting wins this one, that's the round. Up. You should have bombed. You had 3 bombs. You had to win 2 rounds in a row. Alright, so Carl and Hot Dog Night gonna round us out for the night. Hopefully this is a speedy one, just because my throat is in a lot of pain. Just gonna spray the chlorstep because I'm gonna be. I'm ready to cough drops. master right now. Guru meditation. There we go. Okay, it was not working, but now it is working. Okay, so yeah, let me check. No, just go here. Ooh, no, bad movement. We're trying to get fancy. Trying to get fancy. Don't want to do that. Okay, we are dodging. Now, that actually probably wasn't the worst thing to do because they were dodging. They did kind of get away with it for a while. But again, we want to dodge down. We want to dodge down and to the inside. Right? Ideally. You know. Ooh, man. We're just having some bad luck on this match. Okay, good dodge by Carl. Okay, is Carl gonna? Oh, Carl not quite able to take advantage of that. Should have charged. Should have made a charge shot. That would have kind of helped him out a little bit there. But I think they were gonna try to get the boss attack, which would have been nice. But yeah, no, they gave themselves no space to dodge that. To be fair, the Sprites is kind of tricky because it's like you have no clue where those grabs are going to come from. I'm sure there's like some sort of process for selecting where it's going to show up. Like, I'm sure it's not fully random, but it is like random enough to like not quite be able to judging, right? Unless what if the rabbit cats are kind of like the fireballs and like they cycle through positions. Like you shoot a rabbit cat the first time, it shows up one position. You shoot a rabbit cat the second time, it shows up another position. You shoot a rabbit cat the third time, it shows up in like the next position, and it just cycles through that. That's my little theory. I don't think it's right. I think, but you know, I don't know. Maybe that's a test one of our more obsessive players can look into on another day, not me. I'm not as crazy about this game as I should be. Oh, good job, good job. You want a bomb? There we go, good bomb, good bomb. Yes, first to one, uses bombs up. Yeesh, that's not, I don't know if Carl wanted to shoot at those. Okay, good movement from Carl though. That was some really slick movement there. Ouch. Ouch. Yeah, no, I'm like super sick and like have a different mic situation or whatever. But alright, GG's. Hey. Carl doing some leveling up here. Carl making it happen. Alright, well folks, that is it for today. Thank you for coming out to the Twinkle Sprites round robin. I'm Trash Boats. Trying to think, we have another one of these coming up next week, but I'm probably not gonna stream because like my stream setup is a little funky right now. But you know, we'll figure something out. Who knows? Either way, let me see if let me look at the results. Right. So if I hit reset here, all right. So we got our results here. So in first place, we have Moi Ting. Second place, we have level 111 range. And third place, we have Zaro. You know, very good show from all our players. Really glad everybody came out. I know the format's a little funny. I know it's probably not the most ideal situation, but I still appreciate everybody for coming by and playing some Twinkle Sprites. Let me see if you have a good raid person. I think Zate is usually out here. Yep, Zate FGC. I always raid Zate though. Let me raid Beefin. Let me rate Beefin. Let's see here, /raid. Okay, let me stop